Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Medical Classes by Dr. Srinidhi Kumar Acharya. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also please give your valuable comments. You can also visit the playlist. In the playlist, I have provided almost all the topics in a very systematic order. You can make use of it. Thank you very much. So we will continue with the dosha analysis. We were discussing about the Vata Dosha especially. Now how Vata is present inside the body. Of course, it is omnipresent, it is omnipotent, it is present everywhere, but how it is existing inside the body. Now, Vata will be existing inside the body in relation to Pitta and Kapha. What is the meaning? Vata in relation to Kapha, it leads to Shita Guna. Vata in relation to Pitta, it leads to Lagu Guna. That means Vata is basically Yoga Vayu. So, if it is present inside the body, it is making some adjustment with the Pitta and Kapha. Accordingly, it will going to change its the properties also. Gunas also. Now, this is one example. Okay, Vata is existing in relation to Pitta and Kapha because Vata in relation to Kapha it becomes Shita Guna. Vata in relation to Pitta it becomes Lagu Guna. Similarly, Sukshma quality of the Vata may be related with the very fast or rapid actions provided by the neurons due to a high degree of myelination. We say that Vata has got the Sukshma Guna. Okay. So what actually this Sukshma Guna is? Sukshma Guna is very fast or rapidly acting. Rapidly acting means in milliseconds. Okay. So this is how the neurons work actually. Okay, neurons so they very rapidly carry the impulse and with the equal speed they give back the result. That means the action, sensory intake and functions. The degree of the so therefore what I mean to say is that the Sukshma Guna of the Vata can be correlated to the what is a different types of this myelination of the neurons. Now Chala is one more basic property of the Vata which is indicated by the different types of muscular and as well as fluid movements in the body. Chala is the basic property of the Vata which is indicated by the different types of muscular and as well as fluid movements in the body. Decrease in the Chala Guna leads to decreased neuronal stimulation and decreased muscular movement and also edema etc. conditions that we have witnessing, isn't it? Edema, that is because of actually the stagnation of the fluid. The fluid is not moving, therefore there will be edema. So the movement is possible only by the Vata. So even for the edema also, basically the Vata is responsible because the Chala Guna of the Vata will going to decrease. Now when we analyze the normal functions of the Vata, Uksaha refers to enthusiasm. As Uksaha is a higher mental functions, and Vata Kshaya leads to the Vishada and depression, whereas over-functioning of the Vata leads to mania-like presentation. We know that. Okay, Uksaha is the normal functions. Ati Uksaha is sometimes it leads to a condition like mania, whereas Uksaha Kshaya that leads to depression. Okay, so this is a basic Uksaha, enthusiasm or activity. So whatever you consider it, it is one of the basic function of the Vata. Similarly, mechanism of respiration. Movement of the air, movement of the diffusion, transport of the gases. So this is the mechanism of respiration which is involved. That is also because of Vata. Another is Uksaha, Shwasa, Nishwasa, then Chesta. All type of body movements, all type of autonomic nerve system movement. Okay, natural urges, Vegadharanas, relaxing activity. Everything is because of Vata. So that is mentioned as Chesta. Dhatunam Samyak Pravartana, one more function of the Vata. Movement of the different dhatus like rasa and rakta are also the function of the Vayu because circulation is the function of Vayu. Okay, so this clearly suggests that the preview of the Vata includes most of the functions related to the nervous system as explained in contemporary medical sense, but beyond that circulation, fluid movement, etc. Further, all the behavior, this is very important, all the behavioral and psychological changes and higher mental functions are also the functioning of the Vata. Okay, Indriyanam Udvechaka, Udvahana property is there. So that is also the functioning of a Vata. Now Vata is present in association with the Agni. We know that. Agni is one which gives the movement for everything. So Svedana, when we say Svedana, it is Stambhara. Svedana is Stambhara. That is, in case of Svedana, what we are doing is we are removing the stamba. And once the stamba is removed, the patient starts with the movement. So how the stamba is removed? Stambatva is removed by means of Svedana. Svedana is nothing but Ushna. That means Vata is always present with the Agni. Okay, Vata is always present with the Agni. When the movement of the Vata is decreased, leading to Stambatva, then you have to give the Agni in the form of Svedana. So when you give Svedana, the functioning of the Vata again starts, because it is always present in association with the Agni, because the one of the function of the Agni is Lagu Guna, and that is also the function of Vata. So in the functions of the nerves also, it is the metabolic activity. If you compare the same thing with the contemporary science, when you talk about the nerve movement or nerve functioning, actually the metabolism is very important. That is Agni. Agni is important. Even for the neurotransmitters are there for the nerve function. There is a metabolic activity takes place with each neurotransmitters at the time of the impulse formation. Okay, so it is a metabolic activity involving the release of neurotransmitters, which actually leads to movement. Therefore, the one when Ayurveda says Vata is always present with the Agni, so that can be justified. During any transformation, Kapha is also there. Energy source. Okay, energy source is there. Suppose a nerve is now functioning. For the functioning of the nerve, okay, Vata should be there. Okay, during the functioning of this nerve's activity, metabolic activity should take place, for which Pitta is there. Okay, and there should be energy. There should be also energy. Energy is nothing but Kapha. Okay, ATPs are wasted. ATPs are required. So what I mean to say is each and every activity is a combination of all the three doshas. So without which this transformation cannot take place. In the next class, we will see some of the other important aspects related to Vata. Thank you very much.